Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. I'm hoping to do a little bit more videos because it's fun. So today we're going to talk about what I think are underhyped books. I will be talking first about some older YA books. First one is the series Awaken by Katie Kavinsky. It's a dystopia where in the world everything is done on computers. There's like no interaction in between people. And this girl one day goes to like a study group, and she meets this guy who starts talking to her and starts engaging with her to go out into the real world. It's a trilogy. I don't think the third book is available in a physical copy. I only managed to find it on Kindle. And I think it's really underhyped. It was really great. The next book is by one of my favorite authors ever, which is Victoria Schwab. Unfortunately, this is the, I think, only series she started and never finished. And so the series is The Archived. And there's book 1 and there's book 2. And it's magical realism and it's so good. I'm so hoping that one day we'll get a sequel because I love the world and I love the writing style, I love the story, I loved everything. But it's a great series. Even if it's not finished, it's worth the read, I promise. So continuing with another YA series. It got a lot of hype when it came out, which was in 2012. I'm feeling so old. I think it still deserves to be hyped right now. And the series is The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. It's a series of fairy tale retellings in kind of sci-fi environment. Each book follows a specific character. Not each book is a sequel, but it introduces each time a new character. I reread this quite recently and I was surprised that I still enjoyed it so much. It's a very good series. And to end the nostalgia of old YA series, this series, Legend by Mary, is one of my favorite of all times. It's got 3 main books and then there was like a sequel, a 4th book. It was also very good. I really liked it and I really liked the ending. This series is so good. Like I told you, really good. It's a dystopia and it's enemies to lovers. It's great. Continuing with the YA fantasy, if you liked Fourth Wing, but it was like too romance heavy for you, please read this. Fireborn is the first one. It's by Rosaria Monda. It's got dragons, it's got a little bit of romance, friendship, political intrigue, battle scenes, action. It's got everything and it will destroy you. Like really, I still can't get over some things that happened. It's a great series, so please read them. A series I haven't seen anywhere, and it's The Crown of Feather Theories. It's a trilogy. It's about Phoenix Riders. It's a great series. The romance is great. The Phoenixes are fascinating. I really love the story the whole way through. It's really good. And another series that was mildly hyped around the time it came out, and this series is like it's not really fantasy, it's more magical realism, I think, but it's about superpowers. So it's the Renegades trilogy. Like I said, it's all about people having superpowers, and it's good versus evil basically. And the FMC is going to infiltrate. She's on the bad side, but she's going to infiltrate the good side, and it's really good. It's really good. I'm not into superpowers at all. But this took me by surprise. It was really great. So please read this. It's also YA. All of this I've seen is YA. We're going to dive into the adult section now. This one I'm not sure if it's YA or adult. It's The Last Namsara by Kristen Ciccarelli. Actually, each book can be read on its own. It's better to read them in order, of course. Each book follows a different story. in the same world, but this one is by far my favorite. It's about dragon hunters, and it's great. And look at this cover. I mean, so beautiful. Now I'll be talking about more new adult fantasies, but please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. First one that is, I think, still underhyped is the Daughter of No Worlds trilogy by Carissa Broadbent. And this chef's kiss. I mean, I've read somewhere that she's a problematic author. So if you have information on this, because I couldn't find anything online, please tell me. But this is a fantasy world. It is very complex, like Grumpy Sunshine relationship. It's very slow burn. The romance is on point. The action is on point. The storyline is so good, and it deserves so much more hype, in my opinion. Another one of an older book series. I think this was published in 2018, so it's not that long ago, but it was kind of hyped a little bit on BookTube mostly. And then it disappears from everyone's radars, and it's the Imperium trilogy. The first book being Furyborn. I also have the Deckle Ages. That was the first book I had with this. But this is a trilogy. It's a fantasy. I would consider it new adult because kind of smut scenes. It's a dual POV, one in the past and one in like more present time. It's very good. I just enjoyed every book, and it's a great fantasy series, in my opinion. More recently, maybe 2 years ago, but I don't see this often enough. It's not really that well known, and this is This Woven Kingdom by Taha Mafi, and the writing style is so lyrical and so beautiful, and the story was really good. But I remember really enjoying this. I don't remember really well what it's all about. It's kind of an Oriental inspired fantasy because it's about Jean's powers. So I just remember loving this book. So I just need to reread this to binge the series. But please go check it out. And finally, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite series that you can see also here. And so the series is ongoing. So maybe that's why people don't go towards this series, because it's unfinished and still going through. It's The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I would say at first that it was YA, but I think it's more adult, really. It's great. I would say more paranormal. Paige has a special gift that not many do, and she is working for like this criminal lord or in the underground city of London, and she gets kidnapped by strange human-like people. Turns out they're not completely human, and it sounds so weird saying it like this, but it's so good. I mean, I remember reading the first book and being like, I don't understand anything, because there's all these different terms and things that you don't get. Even I found out later that there's a glossary at the end, but I didn't know that when I first read the book. So I was kind of thrown into things, and I went with it, and I'm glad I pushed through because I really loved it. And the next books are also very good. And this is the special edition for the 10th anniversary. And she took the time to rewrite the books. And so I can't wait to reread the series rewritten, because she rewrote also the other ones, and so I had to buy them all. I spent so much money on these, and so I can't wait to reread the new versions and to see if I can spot the differences. I know that the beginning is very different, and I just can't wait. And this series is 5 stars. I mean, not all books are 5 stars, but the series in general so far is a 5 stars. It's weird, but it's a good weird, and I really love this series, and it deserves so much more hype, in my opinion. So that was it for my underhyped books that you should read. Please subscribe, comment, like, I will see you in another video. Bye.